Hi, hi, hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okie dokie. So let's drop in. Let me open space with an opening question, then whatever flows. Perfect. But the first thing I would love to drop in is to know where you were at the beginning of us working together in your embodiment of your soul purpose. What was it like for you before we started working together? How did you feel?
So, when thinking back, whenever we started working together, I was completely lost. I was at a point where I was not sure where I wanted to be in the future. I was not sure where I was at in that moment, and I was completely scattered mentally, energetically, physically. That's why I started seeing you.
And then, of course, the next question is, well, after we met, we started working together, we created such a beautiful, very unique, wonderful container. What shifts did you start noticing happen during our journey together in body, business, soul purpose, sensual energy, any all?
I saw a lot shifting. It felt like whenever I started working with you, that all the blockages, all the energetic blockages have been removed step by step every single time I saw you. So whenever I would drop in a space with you and you would hold that space for me, it felt like you would align my entire being, my entire energy, my entire path and take away everything that is not in alignment energetically and that could block me from being on that path. So looking back, it feels like I've received a huge permission slip to just be on that journey and go for it. Even though my deepest, like my heart, my soul knew where I was going, like in this realm there were still blocks
Mm.
from energies that I've been taking on from the outside, and it felt like you helped me release them to be fully focused on that journey.
And it has been amazing. Side note, I'm like, fast forward to present day. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
111%, baby. So, what do you think has been your biggest shift? Even if it's like a result or something that's present in your field from where you were to where you are now, what is like, wow, that is, I mean, there may be more than one, but if you had to like anchor it.
Alignment, energetic alignment, and being anchored in deep trust in the universe and myself.
Mm.
And that is the foundation for everything that I'm on at the moment. I have, ever since I worked with you, created such a deep, deep trust in just everything. Uh, that everything that I need in order to move forward is there. It's within me. It's in the universe, and that I am guided and that I am provided for. And that is something that started when I worked with you.
Mm. Okay, so last two little clicks and then whatever comes through. But of
Mm.
course, working with SEM, my favorite thing is life happens for us and through us. It's both. It's always working for us and then it moves through us. And I know observing and watching and witnessing where you are now, life is really starting to work through you. It's for you, but it's also moving through you for other people. And I want to sort of drop in on that and ask how you feel in your journey. This momentum that's within you is now beginning to really impact, and how that's happening through you for others.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a good question. I can see that. I can see that life is happening through me now, and that I'm now further on that journey to actually not only have that and feel that trust within me, but pass it on to others, pass on that gift and actually play that instrument that I'm here to play in this big orchestra of life. And with what I'm doing professionally, I just feel that I can change the frequency of the world, of the people around me, and that is going to have a ripple effect itself. And I'm absolutely loving that. So having stepped into that dharma, and that is part of the work that we have been doing, and that has been absolutely incredible. I've never heard of that before, mapping my dharma, and it just made so much sense. Having those bricks and putting the pieces together into a whole has been absolutely incredible. And only taking smaller bricks of the whole picture already feels amazing. And the feedback I'm receiving from people that I work with is incredible. And it's not something that I'm telling myself, it's something that I'm feeling, and that I'm feeling on a deeper level. Um, and that is so fulfilling energetically itself. So I've really started feeling, or I felt for the first time, that I can make a difference, that I can change perspectives, that I can change lives, that I can change frequencies, and that I actually have an impact in this world.
Oh, yes. Where's the kombucha? But yes. Yes. So this for me is so huge. We all have a purpose. Of course, we have these incredible purposes, and most of us are living feeling pressured and not in pleasure. We're not feeling the depth. We're not feeling that life actually is fucking incredible. We're just feeling so pressured to try and achieve something, to find a purpose, to try and do something. And a huge thing for my heart and my soul when entering into containers and magnetizing my magnificent soulmates is to start to actually feel the pleasure of life and then create that impact in the purpose, like to really drop in and have both, and also for them to begin to authentically embody it so that they do that for the world. And I know when I observe you, I see it so deeply now with what you're doing for your clients, how you're taking this and really putting it into your work. And I would love you to unpack a little bit of things you do, how this has embodied the shifts, if there have been for you, from like the pressure and the drudge to like a life that's like fulfilling, purposeful, and enjoyable. And also you're able to do this for like amazing souls who you're now magnetizing. It's like
Yeah. Okay. So when I started working with you, I was in a place where I really had no idea where I was heading. I was in a job that I was grateful for, but not necessarily enjoyed that much. And I was at a point where I was extremely vulnerable, financially speaking. And I still received the permission slip from you and built that trust to just go for my dharma. And it felt absolutely right. First of all, because it was right, and because you always say it's inevitable. And this is exactly what it felt like. Like like after our after our sessions, I just felt like I don't have a choice. I didn't want a choice, and I also didn't have a choice. Like something was taking me on that journey, and there was no returning back. So even though there was many moments as from then where I felt like, okay, this could be it. I may need to pack my stuff here and go back and take another job or just take a step back. Something happened. Something happened, something aligned, and the universe gave me another hand, reached out to me and said, no, no, we're doing this. We're on this path. And this feels like the extension of the work we have been doing. And
Mm.
the pleasure that I receive through that, the joy and the love for this journey is so incredible. It is I'm feeling joy and I feel like life is actually fun. Like life is a game for the first time in my life.
Oh.
And this is obviously rippling out. I am so trusting. I'm so embodied. I'm so present when I walk around, when I drive around on my scooter. I can feel it, you know. I have a different posture. Have a different energy. I have this like I'm not constantly laughing or like smiling, but I always have this tiny grin on my face because I'm just like, okay, I'm here, I'm good, I'm powerful.
Mm.
And that is obviously rippling out. And the people that come to me, that find me from a state of being in trust and embodied and knowing that I'm exactly doing me and
Mm.
not anyone else, is causing other soulmates and people that feel that come into my space. I'm not criticized anymore. I'm not being judged for what I'm doing because I'm just doing it so wholeheartedly. And there is just no space for any criticism or judgment from the outside world. People
Mm.
see me and they truly accept what I'm doing here because it's just right. It's just true. And from there, the magic is happening. Now I receive invitations for retreats
Mm.
that are just I haven't even expected that. This is something that wasn't even on my uh if I had journaled about it, this wouldn't have been on the this wouldn't ha have been in my journal. Those are things that just come up, and the universe knows so much better. Life knows so much better. My body knows so much better, and I have deeply dropped into my body. I am so embodied and trusting in the wisdom, my body
Mm.
wisdom, and my body is taking me to places. My body is running itself,
Mm.
and I am here to witness all of that. It's like I'm sitting in the passenger seat now, my mind on my lap, and and my mind is chatting, right? My mind is chatting, but I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. My
Holy
body
cows.
my body knows what he's doing. So this is something so incredible, feeling that embodied and present with everything that is happening. And this is definitely something that has that has happened as a result of our work.
Mm. Oh my gosh, my love. This is the best. This is amazing. And yeah, wrapping up because we've gone through all the questions I wanted to drop in to forever celebrate you,
Hmm.
forever to celebrate you. It is a miracle and it is magic and it is inevitable. It is all of them. There is this perfect scientific layout, blueprint, and watching and witnessing you literally embody it. Like it just blows my mind and opens my heart and expands my soul. And I adore you and I love you. And it's just been the best ride. It's been the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, it's incredible. And like adding something, like we are talking about a span of what? Not even half a year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So things just took off. And like when I'm looking back to 6 months when I was just miserable in my villa in Ubud,
Hmm.
not knowing where I would go.
Yeah. Oh, it's wild.
and and everything basically just crumbled,
Mm.
and having that turn. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just incredibly grateful that I have taken the step, that I invested into working with you, and I'm just incredibly grateful for you and the work that we've been doing together.
Oh, baby. I love you. I love you. I'm gonna